Welcome to the behind the scenes for our homemade version of the latest Star Trek Into Darkness trailer. Now we're gonna walk you through the entire process and show you how it is we did what we did. So let's boldly go where no homemade man has gone before. Let's go. This is the second trailer for Star Trek Into Darkness, and I actually did the first trailer a while back, and so I got to reuse some of the costumes and props and wigs. This time we get to expand and explore a little bit more, really take it up a notch. So the Enterprise. Thank goodness I built this whole thing for the first trailer, barely got to use it, but this time we can really get to see the Enterprise and see it go warp speed and everything. This one was fully built, just cardboard, some details with the Sharpie. Then we got to add some new spaceships. So got this little guy, it's kind of an odd shape. That one chases through the little canal. And then we've got my little Mustang Hot Wheel here that turned into a spaceship for this shot. So it was time to get the old crew back together for this one. Whatever characters any of us played before, we got to play them again. We've got Bones in a new shot. We've got my wife playing Uhura. Sulu has a new cool shot on a spaceship. John, my producer, playing the villain in this one again. He shows up as a villain a lot in these trailers, we noticed. It's kind of a recurring thing.
Alright, I'm suiting back up. I'm Spock again, trying to get the ear to glue a little bit better this time because they're really cheap ears and they pop off. He has a really particular mouth too. Kind of have to like press it like you just sucked on a lemon.
First step in becoming Kirk is this hideous wig, which has been tailored specifically to form to my head. That's why there's many bald spots in a tribute to my true bald fashion.
A lot of you had commented saying that he looked a lot like Benicio del Toro. It's really just the crazy, terrible makeup job that I did, giving him those huge black grease pen eyebrows. These shirts were not necessarily made to appear where you see them from all angles. The red one, we keep using it over and over. It doubled as the base of the Iron Man suit.
Is there a draft in here?
No? Then we got one of the blue shirts, but we had to cut the back off to make sleeves. Totally stupid, but it works in the shot. Got the red forest out of the attic, set it up again, added a new fancy floor with like a hexagon pattern. For the overhead shot, we used little stars that are like little beads that we used as distant fans in the One Direction trailer. They came in handy for distant people again this time, pulling them on some transparency sheets. We had some indigenous people throwing some spears, just expanding on that cool red forest that they run through. We had to put together some city shots, and one shot we blew some fire up into it to make an explosion. Another shot, there's some people in the foreground running away, and then there's a giant fireball that shoots down. So that was fun. And then the final shot is the Enterprise crashing through a building. We decided a stack of quarters was the best bet because it would be solid and then it could just crash right through. So we got up really, really close, stacked some more coins there for other buildings, and then just crashed right through it. Did it one time, made a huge mess, and that was it.
For this shot, we set up a wall. I just decorated the doors, some little details. We were just pointing a flashlight right at it. So now we got like a nice ring of light. These guys on a wire, whoosh, and then they shoot through. Made little handles too. And then, is Kirk here? Kirk? Nope.
There's just some debris and stuff in space that one of the guys dodges around. We use just some like random pieces of equipment and stuff that we just like attached to tripods and so that it looked like space junk. Now in this trailer, there's a cool sort of canyon crevice type chase. We set up a corridor with just a black sheet and put the ships on some wires and put smoke in there and put lights at the right places and try to get all those shots of them maneuvering in and out and under stuff. This is one of those cool sequences where the miniature stuff intercuts with the live action stuff that we just did in the car, pretending like he's driving the spaceship, and then the camera just tilts sideways. And then you cut to a shot of it flying through. It looks really, really cool.
Do you have any idea what a pain you are?
So in these trailers, I usually do all the voices myself too.
He talks really low. The trick to doing these low voices is doing them first thing in the morning.
This time I've got Chris actually doing his voice parts.
Come on, it's gonna be fine.
I do all the rest.
Jim! The base is that way!
And I do all the sound effects and all the music just by sitting there and making all the noises and singing all the music to myself.
I hate this!
Spock wears a very interesting looking spacesuit in this one, and we decided that it looked a lot like the pieces from the Iron Man suit. Arranged them in a new way, put some upside down, taped some to a helmet, then we put some LEDs inside the helmet so it kind of shines on my face. Those kept falling and I was kind of like holding them up with my mouth or like with my tongue. You can't see that on camera. It looks like he's doing like an electric vehicle charging kind of thing on his suit, but we needed something for that. So I found an old broken sprinkler head, spray painted it, attached it to a piece of yarn, and attached it into my suit. There's one really cool shot in this trailer where Scotty's standing in front of, like, I don't know, an aquarium apparently, or maybe they were in an underwater vessel. Ooh, I don't know, I always thought it was like they went to an aquarium, like that Star Trek Voyage Home. But there's a big fish that goes by the window. We made it out of cardboard. It's like 9 feet long, and we just cut it real quick out of cardboard, spray painted it, attached it to a PVC pipe so we could hang on to it.
Build a huge fish, stars in one shot.
And then John outside is just going slow, and then he just throws it and dives into my bushes to like get out of the way.
In this shot, the Enterprise comes out of water, but instead of water and getting this cardboard ship wet, we have a storage container tub. We just fill it with smoke and let it kind of settle, and then we slowly peel it back.
So the smoke is just sitting there, and then we just rose the Enterprise out, and so the smoke billowed in this really cool way. There are a couple of shots of warp speed. You've got to have that streak of light. Take a bunch of yarn into long strips, set a light facing the camera, and then just string all of the yarn out from the light around the camera. So then you just got this tunnel of yarn. You can just fly the Enterprise right down the middle. Now the trick to making any normal living room into a spaceship is popping up lots of LED tap lights, and you just stick them to the wall in the background. I wanted to get that signature JJ Abrams lens flare. Now I discovered that with the iPhone lens, if you smudge your finger on it the right way, it can affect the angle that the lens flare comes out. For the main title card, I just actually cut all those letters out individually so you can see the background through the back. And there you have it, a whole bunch of miscellaneous shots for a really cool Star Trek trailer. Be sure to subscribe to Cinefix because we do this every Tuesday. Let us know in the comments, as usual, which trailers and which scenes we should do next, because we're up for trying all kinds of cool stuff, but we want to know what you want to do. So thanks for watching Homemade Movies, and we'll see you next week.
Who ordered the fresh pasta?
This is our space waiter. He wears a lovely leather skirt.
Sir, there's a crappy Enterprise.
I'm over here. You know how short I am?
In a movie
I'm
sense,
actually this short.
You're very short, sir.